The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Miller. Down to about the 22 here. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Set. 19. 51. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Again, it's Miller. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Set. 19. Stick at the mic. Alert. Switch.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Give me your hand.
Here we go with Johnson. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Locke taking the snap at 1. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Markevius Mingo. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one, because right now this has not been his game.
A give running right, Lindsey. He's got room to run past the 20. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. 43 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win. The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Watch the whip.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. The kick by McManus is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Wrap it. Alert!
They give to Johnson going right. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
50 set. 19. Check 56. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. No.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he hits the tight end. It's Deion Sims. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. A big spot now for the rookie lock. So the penalty not quite enough to get him the first as they'll come up here on 3rd and inches. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2. They'll try and run it in. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Watson. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He's coming.
One final try for Locke. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Well, we were on game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going